Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for this here video. And so, yeah, we're going to be talking about something that just went down here for the Pittsburgh Steelers, in which they went out there and got the quarterback that they believe is supposed to be the replacement for Ben Roethlisberger. And so there's many directions that the Pittsburgh Steelers could go. I mean, not to mention with the draft class, there are quite a few prospects out there depending on which quarterbacks you like, which ones you believe in, depends on how deep you think this class is here. I mean, they say that, there's a couple guys out there that have some potential. But all that being said, Pittsburgh, they opted to go for a veteran quarterback here. And they were interested at first in a guy like Jimmy Garoppolo, but they pulled out of that because they agreed to a 2-year deal with quarterback Mitchell Trubisky. Now, I've heard all the hype about Mitchell Trubisky this past year. I honestly have heard that. And quite frankly, I don't know what heck is coming from, honestly. I mean, Mitchell Trubisky, this is the guy we're going for. I mean, they basically ran him out of Chicago. He could not leave there fast enough. I mean, let's look at the numbers here, guys. Let's look at the numbers here. All right, so dating throughout his entire career that he had so far to date, in terms of touchdowns, interceptions, 64 touchdowns to 38 interceptions. What did he do in 2020 that basically lost him his job at Chicago Bears? He basically threw 16 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, about 2,000 yards passing that year. He was benched and all like that, but he was 6-3 as a starter. So I get that aspect. I guess you can say he had a winning record there and stuff like that. Bears did technically make the playoffs that year. All that stuff. His best year came in 2018. 24 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, just about 3,200 yards passing that year. So I get that. That looks good on paper. But what I want to know is how he goes from being released from Chicago, viewed as a bust and all like that. People in Chicago wishing and dreaming that they had taken Deshaun Watson at the time. And you're going to tell me that basically this guy's supposed to be the answer here after spending 1 year in Buffalo on a bench? Like, he was all he did in the regular season. He was 6 of 8 passing the ball, 75 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. That seemed very old Mitchell Trubisky-like. And so before we start hyping up what he did in the preseason last year, I mean, if preseason had awards, believe me, there's a lot of guys that would have trophies right now. But that is not the case. But instead, the Pittsburgh Steelers have fooled themselves into believing that Mitchell Trubisky is supposed to be the quarterback of the future here. And they want me to co-sign on that? No, I mean, honestly, I don't even think right now he's the best quarterback on the roster. I can't even go that far as to say that he's better than what they already have right now. And a guy like Mason Rudolph or even Dwayne Haskins, something like that. I mean, he may be a little bit better, but hey, we're counting hairs right now, honestly. I mean, the difference is not that great. I mean, what is it about Mitchell Trubisky that makes this such a big signing? I failed to realize it. So, guys, I'm going to ask you, how do you guys feel about this signing right here? Do you guys feel that the Pittsburgh Steelers got the quarterback that they needed in the future? Or is this just a 1-year gap until next year? Guys, let me know. But honestly, I'm a little disappointed there. I mean, there's so many other ways they could have went for the Pittsburgh Steelers here, considering that this is a franchise that I hold to a high standard. They're constantly competing for the playoffs, and they find ways year in and year out. And if you're going to tell me that Mitchell Trubisky is going to come in here and all of a sudden be the answer here for the Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm just going to look at you like, what has changed in a year, guys? In just a year of him being on the bench. I mean, we've seen this from other quarterbacks before in the past. Plenty of times we've seen guys that have been on the bench that's been hyped up there. And so I know the Giants had some interest in Mitchell Trubisky. I kind of get that. Former, offensive coordinator down in Buffalo, going down there, want a guy that can run the system there. I could sort of get that. But Pittsburgh, I expect more from you. But maybe it's just me, guys. Maybe it's just me. But anyways, though, congratulations to Mitchell Trubisky there. He found a way to go down there to Pittsburgh with the hopes of being the starting quarterback come week 1. And so we'll see how this plays out here. But if it doesn't work out, don't say I didn't tell you so. But there you go. This is another JB hot take right now. So, yeah, guys, let me know how you feel about this right here. Along with you guys want to see more videos like that where we keep it 100 there, let me know that as well. But appreciate you guys so much for coming through, and see you guys next video.